Hello my lovely students, how are you today? In this session we are going to complete activity 2 by answering the following questions. As you know, food is classified into 6 groups and I think that you have memorized these groups, okay? And the things that they supply to our body. Group 1 supply our body with proteins. Group 2 give us calcium. Group 3 contains food rich in fat. Group 4 contains food rich in sugar and starch. And group 5 contains fruits and vegetables that are called protective foods, okay, and give us vitamins and fibers. Group 6 contains water and fruit juice. Now let's answer these questions. According to what they supply the body with, يعني حسب شو بيعطوا جسمنا هن, into how many groups do nutritionists classify the food? Okay, يعني الأخصائيين لكم group قسموا الفود? We can say that they classify the food into 6 groups. Now we are going to indicate what does each food group supply the body with. Group 1 supplies our body with proteins. Group 2 supplies our body with calcium. And let's continue. Group 3 supplies our body with fats. Group 4 supplies our body with starch and sugar. Group 5 supplies our body with vitamins and fibers. And group 6 gives us water. Okay, you have to memorize them, of course. You also know that these groups have a role, يعني عندهم دور لجسمنا. Okay, groups 1 and 2 are builder food, يعني contains food that are bodybuilding food. Groups 3 and 4 are energy giving foods, and group 5 is called protective food. Okay, the question here is according to the role of the food, يعني حسب دور الفود, into how many groups did the nutritionists classify foods? We can say that they classify foods into 3 groups, okay? As we see here, these are the 3 groups according to the role of our body. To the role of food with respect to our body, okay, يعني حسب دور الفود بالنسبة لجسمنا. So here we are going to name these 3 groups: bodybuilding foods, energy giving foods, protective foods. You have also to memorize them and memorize which groups are bodybuilding, which are energy giving foods, and which are protective foods, okay? Finally, let's match each food group to its richness and its role. Okay, يعني richness يعني هي هيدا الفود بشو غني, and its role شو دوره, يعني شو دوره لا بالنسبة لجسمي, شو بينفعني, useful for the body. هيدا هو الرول. هيدا الفرق بين richness and role. Okay, richness يعني هو الفود غني بشو, غني for example with vitamins, proteins or sugars. and its role شو دوره هو, شو ممكن يعمل لي, ممكن يساعدني بالبودي building, help me to grow up, أو ممكن يساعدني يعطيني energy, خليني أعمل movements and actions, run, play, jump, or protective food, ممكن يحمي لي جسمي. Okay, let's start. You know that groups 1 and 2 are body building food. Okay, يعني groups 1 و 2 هن البودي building food. You know that group 1 contains food rich in protein, و group 2 contains food rich in calcium. So we match it to this circle, and its role to our body, bodybuilding food. Bodybuilding يعني help me to grow up. So it's for growth and good to the bones. اوكي, يعني بتساعدني على الجروث, على النمو, كمان هني كلهم اشياء منيحة to the bones. So we can say that these foods are good for growth and help me to make my bones strong. Okay, يعني هن بيقووا البونز وهن important for our growth. كلنا بنعرف هالشي. Okay, let's go to the second group, energy giving food. You know that groups 3 and 4 are energy giving food, and group 3 contains food rich in fat. Group 4 contains food rich in sugars and starch. Okay, the role يعني importance to our body give energy. The third group, protective food. You know protective food are fruits and vegetables, which are group 5. Food of this group is rich in vitamins, fibers and mineral salts. Okay, their role or their importance to our body, they are protective food, so they protect our body against diseases and allow a good function of the body. Okay, يعني بيحمونا من أي diseases أو microbes ممكن يحاربوا جسمنا. Now let's complete these sentences. Bodybuilding foods are the foods of groups 1 and 2. These foods are rich in proteins and calcium. Energy giving foods, this is the second group, are foods of group 3 and 4. These foods are rich in sugar, in starch and in fat. Protective foods are the foods of group 5. These foods are rich in vitamins, fibers and mineral salts. Finally, let's read the conclusion. Foods can be classified into 6 groups depending on what they supply the body with. يعني حسب شو بيعطوا جسمنا. Okay? Foods can be classified into 3 groups based on their role. حسب شو هودي الجروبس حسب their role in the body. يعني دورهم شو بيعطوا جسمنا، كيف بيفيدوا جسمنا. Body building foods هذه أول group. Okay? Energy giving foods the second one, and protective foods the third one. Bodybuilding foods necessary for the growth and are needed for bones and teeth. يعني ال bodybuilding foods هن help us to grow and they are needed for the bones, بيخلوا ال bones strong, and for teeth. Energy giving foods give the body energy to move and to do any action. Protective foods protect the body from diseases and allow the body to function properly. Okay? يعني يعطي كل الوظائف اللي لازم يقوم فيها. يعني لما نوصل عند هاي الكونكلوجن ونقراها المفروض نحس حالنا حفظناها من الاكسرسايزز او من السنتنسز اللي لسه حليناها. Okay? So please try to memorize the conclusion. Thanks for listening. Stay safe and take care.